love that music.
You say that every week.
I know, it hypes me up, gets me going. How are y'all doing today?
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, all wherever you may be.
Super Bowl. I don't even know who's playing. Well, I mean, I know the Bucks are playing.
The Bucks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, Beanie, how's it going? Hello,
Steve.
RV Steve Travels.
Coming from Newport. Oh, that's the other side of Tennessee.
Hey, Robert's G-Body Racing.
Hope you guys
Allison.
Hope you guys have had a great week. We are still in Tennessee, in Middle Tennessee.
But you know what, though?
At the Bus Greets Monkey.
You know what? You're the only 10 I see.
I know. Thank you. But
I try.
Yeah.
I try and be cute. Woo!
Wow.
40 below with the wind chill. Ooh.
No, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
What's going on, guys?
David, hello from
Toronto.
East of Toronto.
No, boo.
No.
They had their chance.
They did. I didn't watch much of it, but
we're actually going to watch the Super
Brandon.
Bowl. I downloaded, Apple TV. I bought the free trial to CBS, so we're going to be able to watch it. We're not big football people, guys. I mean,
no.
we'd be lying if we said we were, but we're both born and raised in the Tampa Bay area, so I guess it's kind of a big thing for, the Tampa Bay area. So we'll probably tune in.
I feel like we have to watch it. One, because we're from Tampa. And two, this is the only Super Bowl in the history where the home team is actually playing in their home stadium.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
Bus 2000.
It is chilly. It's not getting above 40 today.
But compared to north of us, it's not bad because it's the northeast is catching a pretty big wind or chill right now.
It's a little chilly. TT says, "Woo!" Hey, Alan, how's it going? I've got to message you because I don't know if you know a trick to get tumblers unstuck from each other, but my children stuck my wine glass tumbler into my 30-ounce tumbler, and now it won't come out. So if you have any tips, let me know. I'll just have to order new ones. Yeah, we actually have an Apple TV subscription because I bought the laptop, so we might want to check that out.
But we're still at the Bus Grease Monkeys. We ended up ordering our turbo from I had it till I saw it. Performance something out of Wyoming. They had it in stock. They were supposed to ship it out on Monday, but they didn't end up getting it out till Tuesday afternoon. So the guy told me 4 days. So that sounded great. That was the end of the week. And they were supposed to install it this weekend. But I got an email like a day or two after he shipped it and said it won't be here till tomorrow. Then I got an email on Friday telling me it's not going to be here till Wednesday.
Yep. So
unfortunately, we are taking up Scott's space here, waiting on a turbo. But yeah, they've had a busy weekend around here. They had Lance over with his MCI 5, which let me tell you,
super nice.
That was that's a cool bus, guys. Man, that thing was cool. But it's been a busy weekend around here. Scott got his building.
Yeah.
And we've kind of just been doing nothing.
I have 5, actually, now that went out. 4 videos scheduled, y'all. I'm on top of my game this week. Oh, we can't wait to see you guys too. Hi from the UK. Wisconsin. Woo!
I bet you're ready to chase some RV sunshine.
Yeah, I bet you're ready to get out of the colds.
21 degrees here.
Feels like 8 degrees. Yeah, we don't really have much to complain about because...
Yeah, I mean, it is cold for us, but I mean, compared to the rest of the country, it's really not that cold.
Hello from Long Island.
Hey, what's up?
We love New York.
Maybe I thought about that. But I don't want to put too much heat because they are like acrylic and all that. So
they're beautiful. Yeah. They're glittery and beautiful.
I don't even know how they do
Ellen makes all of our tumblers. And I have an entirely too many of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna try that later. I will try putting a blow dryer on it because those are my 2 favorite tumblers that I have, and now they are one with each other. So.
We really haven't been doing a whole lot. We ended up going into Nashville what day was that? Maybe Wednesday?
Yeah, one day last week.
Yeah, and it was a really good day trip. It's about an hour away from here, maybe just over an hour. We ended up going to the Parthenon Museum there. It was actually another really cold day, so the kids were freezing. What else did we do? We ate, which is what we always do.
We had some Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah, we went over to Hattie B's Nashville hot chicken, and it was very, very good. And then we did, where else did we go? Oh, we went to this place that has donuts.
Oh, yeah, those were good
$5 Bakery.
$5 Bakery,
yeah. And they they're like a cronut. I don't know if they were a cronut, but they didn't advertise it as a cronut. They just called them donuts, but they were really, really freaking good. And they just kind of rode around a little bit, shot some B-roll in some of the city, and it's a beautiful city, guys. I really enjoy Nashville. We may end up even going back another day. I don't know, because we really have nothing to do the next few days. So.
Yeah, we may go into some battlefields or.
Yeah, it's in Franklin, so we may go check that out tomorrow or the following day.
We want to get together with you too. We can't wait till you guys become full timers. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, Craig. I'm going to try and put them in some warm water, and hopefully they come apart. If not, I'll just have to buy new ones.
No, because literally when we open the drawer where we keep the tumblers, they just fall out because there's so many of them.
Listen, it's got to be. Oh, really? Is there 6 inches?
I don't know, man. That's what he said. Steven went by last night, so he would know. But yeah, we got a little dusting here this morning. We walked the dogs. There was a little bit, and then when I just drove into town, there was some of the the fields you could tell got a little bit of a dusting, but not too much.
Yeah. Oh, in really cool news. So I've been against TikTok for a while. Not against it.
You haven't done it.
But I haven't done it because I don't care to do it. And I've got my personal TikTok and I have 6 videos on there. So this week we shot a 60-second tour. I don't know if you guys saw that on our YouTube for YouTube Shorts. And I was like, what the hey? I'm going to put it on my personal TikTok. That thing has gotten over 53,000 views. And he was like, you've got to be kidding me. He's like, I work so hard at the Red, White, and Bethune TikTok, and you put one stupid video up and you've got 50.
Well, I put it up for you, but it's on her account.
I recorded it and edited it. You put in the hashtags in the description.
Not either way. Not that it's not helping either one of us being on her account. It's just the long of it. We're trying to grow our Red, White, Bethune account, and here we are growing a personal account that she doesn't even use. So.
Oh well, maybe it'll motivate me to do more TikToks. Probably not though. Oh, that's a little cold.
Light doesn't not stick to the mountains. They're so covered. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but we did that with TikTok. I got a bunch of videos edited. Oh, and good news! In the next couple weeks, we are doing a solar video that explains all about our solar process.
Yeah, we shot a solar video. Probably be out in about 2-3 weeks. We're pretty far ahead right now, which is unusual for us. We usually aren't that far ahead, but it's nice to be able to do that though, because with the reliability of our internet, that is very unreliable.
That's the main reason why I make sure that we're a little ahead, is because I can get everything uploaded onto YouTube, and then no matter where we are, it's already uploaded and scheduled, so it'll automatically go out. So that way we don't miss any weeks of videos.
Yeah,
which has been, our internet's just been.
Which here at Scott's at the Bus Grease Monkey, it's actually been really good. He's up kind of on a ridge or pretty high elevation compared to the flat ground, so we get really good service here. And
yeah, the service has been fantastic, so I've been taking advantage of that because it may not be good in the next spot that we're in.
And he's been letting us use his internet too, so we've really had great internet. But again, it's been great being here. Scott and his family has been a great host. Couldn't ask for a better host, honestly.
They're so awesome.
Anything we need or wanted, they've been right there. Like I said, they've had a busy weekend. They had
is it Bus Palooza?
Yeah, a Bus Bowl weekend. But yeah, he had the scenic cruiser they worked on till in the dark the other night in the rain, and they got it moved off the pad, and they were able to bring in Lance's MC5. And they did a bunch of work to it yesterday, and they actually ended up having to leave it because they weren't able to get everything done. So it'll be here for a while. So
let's see. Oh, 75 there.
I don't know what that's like anymore.
Whatever. I love the colds. I really and truly enjoy the cold.
I do not. I heard you ordered. Please tell me you got some detailed video of all that. There's not much on there about me. Yeah, she shot a little bit, and we'll probably do some more. I actually found a website. On one of my Eagle forums, somebody recommended a site. I believe it was something like McMaster. It was kind of like a Granger online Granger store. Anyway, I was able to find them on there and ordered them, and they work great. You know, I've only got one on, but I've got 3 more I need to put on. 2 of them have been kicking my butt, and I've been procrastinating a little bit the last couple of days to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's you have to get up underneath the bus. I mean, at least on mine, up inside of it to do the work. And I'm a pretty big guy, so that can be a little bit challenging to get in there and maneuver around. But I'll have all 4 replaced, hopefully the next couple of days. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit, so.
Yeah, because it was a high of 40 today.
But yeah, it was cold. And it was kind of rainy yesterday, and again, it was cold. So we've been slacking. And I know if I go under there, I'm going to get absolutely disgusting. So I want to make sure when I go under there, I get the remainder of what I want to get done, so I don't have to keep getting disgusting.
Hang on. Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
How are you? How is sunny Florida?
You got your hand? No, unfortunately, we were supposed to have it tomorrow, but we received a email from UPS a couple days ago saying that it will not be here until Wednesday. So
it's delayed.
Unfortunately, dealing with it's out of your control at that point. If I would have known this when I ordered it, I probably would have paid for a little bit of expedited shipping. But I mean, shipping was already like $80.
He did say that it would get there in 4 days.
I mean, they're in Wyoming, which they may be dealing with weather issues also. There's, you know what I'm saying? So I can't say too much. But the linkages, I ordered them, I believe it was in the the and they were there the next day, or not the next day, but the following day. So that was really nice.
Yeah, I saw that you guys did
cool.
St. Pete. You guys were looking at a bus.
Yeah. I think you're that's really the first. I've been under it before. I've never kind of worked my way up inside of it, and it's not too bad. You just make sure you carry plenty of light with you down there. If you have a headlamp, that's what I recommend the most, because you're able to actually use your hands. But they're not too bad. I had a couple that were the bolts, they're old and they've been hot and cold and greased and rusted over so many times that were a pain to get off. I ended up having to cut that one off. That was interesting. But yeah, I think the next couple won't be too bad to do. But yeah, definitely stay on top of it. It's a cheap fix. I think they were $8 or $9 a piece, so it's not.
Yeah, ours were worn out.
We got
we needed some new ones. So nice out right now. Finally not cold. Yeah, it's a little chilly out here, but I love it. Like this weather, I'm obsessed.
It's the first time I've ever really spent an extended period of time in an actual
winter.
Yeah, wintry state. And it's gloomy. It's kind of, like yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. Most of the day it was sunny and Florida-like, but like later in the day it got gloomy, and today's kind of just been gloomy and overcast all day. So that's been a little interesting. It kind of does play on your psyche a little bit, as far, or it has on me anyway. I've never experienced that before.
Hey Jay, how's it going? Yeah, it's funny because we were driving, and I was like, babe, I understand why people across the country have winter clothing, because like when you grow up in Florida, you have like a sweater and flip-flops and that's it. And so like it's really funny to see the other parts of the country in wintertime, how they actually have to bundle up.
Yeah, I have to wear real shoes, which is something I try not to do very often. My Chacos is pretty much as real as I get, but yeah, I have some boots and I pretty much wear them because it really doesn't get warm. We are south of Nashville, in Middle Tennessee area, at the Bus Grease Monkeys. Currently, our 2 AC systems have heat pumps in them, and below freezing, they pretty much crap out. They're useless at that point. We have a couple space heaters that we use. I plan on, once we getting over to our property in Cosby, I want to install a diesel heater. That kind of seems to be all the rage right now. Scott has one. They just installed one on Tyler's bus, and I know several other people that have put them in their bus, and they love them. And they're fairly inexpensive and a very efficient heating source. I think we're going to end up going with one of those because I don't like having to solely rely on electric to run our heaters because there's certain times we're not able to pull 1,500, 2,000 watts of constant power. So I definitely want to add another source where we're not too reliant on electric.
We can just snuggle up and use body.
Yeah, it's been cold. I mean, it is.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I got it colored before we left Florida. And yeah, so I'm liking it. Yep, we're in Tennessee. We are actually, Kyle signed us up for, was it on Apple?
Yeah, Apple TV, you can do a CBS a week free trial. So we'll probably cancel. I mean, we just don't watch that much live TV or news or anything like that.
You know what I have learned though is that real winter gear
it's not cute.
Ain't cute. Real winter gear that actually keeps you warm. It's not cute. And at that point, when it's that cold, you don't give a crap what it looks like. You just want to be warm.
Yeah, that's awesome, Jay. Yeah, we when we replaced our AC, we were really looking at options because when we bought the bus, it had like a sort of a mini split system, but it was a 3-ton system, and it was it was down below,
massive,
and it had ducting and all that, and it was massive. I mean, it would cool and heat this thing. I mean, like that. But we ended up looking at mini split systems, and with our layout, we just couldn't really figure out a way to make it work without spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, if I would have done it myself, I probably could have done it for cheaper. But yeah, mini splits are awesome. I think that's, I don't know why the RV industry hasn't jumped on board with all that yet and kind of gotten more, built systems more in tune with that type of
they're just a lot more
engineering.
Efficient.
Yeah, they're efficient. They get the job done, and they're inexpensive. I mean, you can buy like a 12,000 for just a few $100.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll be snuggling up in the bed back there. It's very true. Just need to be warm. Yeah, with warm clothes, you just want to be warm. Like, I've got to get another pair of boots because I had to buy duck boots when we got up here because I brought what I thought were warm winter boots. No, they're not warm. Your feet freeze off wearing these stupid things, so I've got to get some
wool
more.
Socks become your friend.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wool socks are awesome.
Yes, for sure.
They are good. They've been building a fort in the woods all week long. So they've been in there braving the cold. And some days they wouldn't even put a jacket on before going outside. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these kids. Hey, hello, Colin. All the way from Scotland. I know we're on at like a decent time today.
Yeah, we didn't want to clash with the Super Bowl because I don't think we can compete with the Super Bowl. So we figured we'd hop on for a little bit and a couple hours for the Super Bowl and do a little chat.
Yeah, because we didn't want you guys missing out on the Super Bowl watching us, So we wanted to give those viewers to the Super Bowl.
That's pretty funny.
I am such a dad joke person. I'm all about that.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it's already got built-in black tanks, and you don't plan on basically living in the boondocks, just keep the black tank.
Please keep the black
Just
tank.
take my advice and most other people's advice. Just do it.
And your wife's personal experience. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, Brandon, I don't know a lot about those. I know they're very popular on the buses and the higher end RVs even. But yeah, hopefully in our next bus, something like that. But the diesel heater, I can buy one for less than $200 and probably heat this entire bus. Well, what we do now is we've kind of zoned it off. We bought these really thick blackout curtains, and we're able to zone off the front, which is the kitchen forward, the middle section, which is the bunks, bathroom, and the office, and then the rear section, which is our bedroom. So we usually close off the front one, and if we have to only run space heaters, we'll keep the space heater right there in the hall, blowing back, and then we have a little oscillating one in our bedroom, and it keeps it plenty toasty in here.
Yeah, for some reason, wherever we are, our children love to build forts in the woods. So, good one. Sort of. We're kind of just here at the Bus Grease Monkeys until we can get the turbo on. Once the turbo goes on, we're still waiting. I guess this segues into campground news.
Yeah, I'll talk about that.
We're still waiting for the permit at the campground. So there's really no way for us to actually be on the property because the bus, it just won't hold the bus until we get the gravel and stuff in there. So we are just going to kind of hang around different campgrounds in Tennessee until we get the home base portion of the campground laid. And then we're going to go park there till the end of March.
Yeah, we had the inspector go out the other day at the campground, and he looked at it. He ended up, I guess him and my guy that's going to do the work for me know each other or whatever. And my guy ended up calling me and said, hey, they want to do a land. He had a name for it. I cannot for the life of me remember what he called it.
Testing the soil.
Testing the soil for drainage abilities for septic. So they're making me pay for one of those to have that done. So I'm and apparently they're way behind as usual with the government. So I'm waiting on that now. So we're even further behind. But like Jen said, there's a couple thousand trails in Tennessee. One of them closes in the winter, one of them doesn't. So we may end up going there for a little while because we don't have to pay any extra for it. So we may end up doing that. We really want to get over there and get started, but it's just the way things are going right now.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to say the Bucks because one, it's our hometown, and two, I mean, Tom Brady. We all can agree he's a GOAT.
I mean, we're not big football people. And I mean, I know Kansas City, they won the Super Bowl last year. So, I mean, they're probably going to have their hands full. But we'll watch it. I mean, or at least most of it, I'm sure.
That was my favorite video. The composting toilet one, it was so funny to make it while I was shoveling poop with my hands. However, it wasn't that funny. But retelling the story, it's pretty hilarious. Hey Paul and Megan. Hey, Eddie. How's Debbie?
I like alcohol for the money. I would not recommend it. Yeah, everybody I've talked to, I have not heard one negative thing about the diesel heater. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to go with.
Perk test.
Okay.
Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do
Larry, that. It's going to be in Cosby, Tennessee. Yep, it's going to be in Cosby, Tennessee. Hopefully we can, once we get that permit, we can knock some stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, our guy, he's kind of, it's wintertime over there, so he doesn't have a lot to do right now. So he's ready to get to work, and it's frustrating because we want to get started. We do want to travel again this spring and summer, so we want to have the ability to hit the road, but, we've also got a responsibility with some campsites that we have to get done. So we're kind of wanting this to push along a little bit, but unfortunately it's just not moving that fast.
I'm trying to... I love it. Social distance.
That's pretty cool. Is this the room comedian?
I love it. I am all about dad jokes all day long.
Perk test. Thank you.
Perk test. Hey there, Beanie's World. How long did it take to do the build? Well, to move into it, the inside to get moved in was 3 months. 3 months of all day, every day, busting our ever-loving Rosie behinds to get it done.
But that was nowhere near getting it done. That was just us moving in so we could list our house. Realistically, probably about 8 to 9 months of work. Not steady work, but doing things that needed to be finished and done along the way. But yeah, we busted it. I mean, we had Jen, myself, and my brother Steven, every day, all day, just humping it.
Yep. Oh, yay!
We had Mexican last night, a couple nights ago. Mine was delicious. Jen has had 2 bad Mexican experiences in the last 2 experiences. I feel bad.
I like a good taco salad, y'all. I like a delicious, romaine, hearts of romaine lettuce taco salad. And for some reason, it's turned into taco soup.
Yeah, it was gross. I'm not. But mine was absolutely delicious. Mine was really good last night or a couple nights ago.
Hey, Debbie, what's going on? Eddie's better half. Yeah, we busted our booties to get the bus done. And I still had my salon at the time. And so I would work all day and come back and try and help them as much as I could at night. Can't hear. Y'all are making me feel so good today with all these jokes. Love the Mexican.
Florida does have good Mexican.
Florida does have really good Mexican food.
Now, another thing we've
Yes,
noticed
I
in
agree.
Tennessee and being in
Good
like a
man.
rural Tennessee is we had to run to Walmart Friday night, I believe. And you don't just hop in the store and go to Walmart. I mean, it's a 30-minute drive to Walmart. And coming from Florida, that's just unheard of. I mean, I was born and raised in what would be considered a very desolate part of Florida. I mean, Dover. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's 2 gas stations. But the point is just like you really like have to plan your trips out a little bit. And we had to go get dog food, and that's the only place that sells our dog food, so we had to go to Walmart.
We switched to a national brand of dog food because we were running into they had boutique dog food before we left, but you can't find it out on the road, so we had to switch to a different dog food. And we'd been in Florida for 6 weeks, so everything was right at our fingertips. Even in Wauchula, it wasn't that far.
It's like you say, it's a good little hike just to go grab. I mean, there is a couple grocery stores in town, like little mom and pops, but those can be very expensive and very selective on what you're able to get there.
I could not survive without Mexican food. That's probably our favorite.
Between Spanish food and and Mexican food, I'm all about it.
It's probably one of our favorites. Yeah, we like being able to shop at mom and pop places.
Especially for food items, yes.
Honestly, my favorite little mom and pop place is in Acton, California. That little supermarket that was there.
Yeah, that was a nice store.
With those steaks. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately over here, in America, it's kind of a disappearing, it's really almost non-existent anymore.
Well, and you went to a supermarket the other day and got produce, and the produce was so bad.
Yeah.
We couldn't even eat the apples.
Yeah.
We can help you.
We appreciate that.
Hey, yes, we'll give you a free place to stay.
Yeah. We want to get at it too, guys. I mean, it's just.
Well, it's really just as soon as we can get our home base area in, that's going to be 3 spots. That's ours, RV Steve Travels, and then we have a third spot, which we're actually thinking about making that called the renovation station, where people can rent out that spot to do RV renovations if they want. It's going to be behind the fence, and so repairs or whatever you need to get done. But whenever somebody's not renting that spot out for remodels, that's going to be for our friends and stuff like that. Friends and family. But we've got to get there's really no rush in us going over to that area right now because everything that we can do is going to be remote anyway, and we can't put the bus on the property until we get some gravel in there. Yes, I sometimes do eat it. There's a kick.
We had tacos we had Mexican Friday night. I made tacos last night, and I'm making Mexican bowls tonight. That's how much we love that food. It's just
try some barbecue. It should be good.
Don't ask Jen that. Well, there's a barbecue joint in town, and I got takeout. One of the first couple nights we were here, something happened. We weren't able to make dinner, and Jen was like, "Oh, it's horrible." It was okay. It's just different.
It was not good.
Different regions of the country have different barbecues.
It was not because it was different regions. It just wasn't good.
And the kids loved it. We've actually been back twice with the kids and leave her here.
But I'll totally take that. He loaded up the kids in the car and he was like, "Babe, if you want to stay here and work on videos and I'll take the kids, you can." I'm like, "You ain't got to tell me twice." I was so happy with being by myself for a little bit. Us too. What music are balloons? Pop music. I love it. Thank you, Amanda. It's actually clean. I washed it the day before yesterday. I only wash my hair once a week because it dries it out if you wash it more than that.
Especially when it's cold. It's dry air. It's really cold.
I got some new purple shampoo, y'all. I'm excited to use that. Keep my blonde looking all sexy-fied. So there is a TikTok that I want Kyle to do, and I need you guys to peer pressure him into doing it. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's the one where the song "Put Your Head on My Shoulder," but when they say shoulder, the filter turns to red and it slows it down. It's all sultry. I really want Kyle to do it in the bus, and then in his duck boots and basketball shorts with a hoodie over that. Oh my God. It would be great. I think it would be so funny.
Wow.
I have no hair, so I never wash mine. How does Wood get on the internet? They log on. Oh, these are good jokes. I'm gonna use these. So yeah, we're rooting for the Bucks tonight, y'all. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a good Super Bowl. Honestly, I just watched the Super Bowl for commercials, truth be told.
Yeah, well, there's a big, I've heard there's gonna be quite a change, Pepsi, I heard, who is it? Budweiser's not advertising this year. Yeah, several of the big companies aren't.
The Clydesdale commercial's the best. What do you mean they're not advertising?
Yeah, several of the big ones are. I don't really never heard the reason why. I don't know if it was because of money or they're boycotting the NFL. I have no idea which one it is. But yeah, I heard that. Funny.
That would be awesome. Kyle did make a sexy Dorothy. You were pretty hot as Dorothy. I feel like you're pretty spot on. Because I have him dress up in ridiculous stuff every single year. Yeah. And Molly started the tradition this past year.
Yeah. Well, we basically had no Halloween, but we were still dressed up.
We were. I'm going to be dressed up, y'all.
California was not having it.
No, California canceled Halloween.
Yeah, they were not about it.
Thank you, Colin. Thanks for coming and hanging out. One day we're going to make it over to Scotland when the kids are older.
Yeah, and
the pandemic goes away.
The world's not. I mean, it's just. Help. Well, I've been hearing. I guess some of the news. Some of the numbers are down, that's a great thing. I mean,
that's really good.
I think that's what we're all looking to hear and hoping to hear. I mean, it's just. I don't know. I don't even know. Probably for years to come, I will feel awkward not going in a store with a mask on. It's going to be a really weird transition back to normal society. I feel like I don't even know if it ever will be normal again.
It probably will not, but it'll be a new sort of something.
Yeah, it's just, it's devastated so many businesses and
lives and people,
it's
and
sad.
I'm ready for it to be gone.
I mean, we've been, we have no room to talk about anything because we've been absolutely unscathed by it, so we can't. But I know a lot of folks haven't, so.
Yeah, there's been many people that have lost everything. I have friends back home that have lost their businesses that they've worked for years and years and years. So I think for us, we just don't watch the news ever. I mean, there are certain things we'll try and catch up on if we're going to another state. We just want to see the landscape of what it looks like. But I
mean, I can pretty much. The news is. I mean, I'm not going to get political or anything. It's just not for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm able to find out probably anything I want to know or need to know within the internet, or would that be social media or some of my sites I frequent. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
We try. We're not half bad.
Hope the weather's good.
I love the snow, so I'll come in the snow. It don't matter. I love the Puppy Bowl. One thing that I love to watch every year is the dog show, the Westminster Dog Show.
Did they not have it this year? Yeah, they didn't have it, did they?
No, they didn't have it. I was very sad because being someone that's worked with animals for 15 years, I love my.
And then the parade itself was all out of whack. It's just been a tough one.
Mm-hmm. But the best thing to come out of 2020. Moving into our bus.
Yeah, I mean, I was say I don't like to talk about it and gloat on too much, but we really had a pretty good 2020, for the most part.
But we've been working very hard for the past few months on being mentally healthy and mentally happy, and so I don't think it's that we're gloating or we're luckier than others.
Well, we have fortunes as far as things. We've been blessed. There's no doubt about that in many ways. So.
But for me, I'm like Patty positive. I can make a positive spin on anything. So, that's just my outlook on life. And it's not gloating. It's just we've worked very hard to get to be mentally happy and mentally stable.
The dog show.
I love the dog show. It's so awesome. It is my favorite thing to watch.
So we did hear tell of an eagle that's available for sale right now. That really sounds interesting, but Jen's not all about it. It's only an hour from here, too.
We're not buying another bus.
It's an Eagle Model 15. It has 2 slides.
No.
2 slides.
No.
Not 0.
I
not
don't
one,
care
but
how
2.
many slides a stupid thing has. We're not buying another bus.
But
I love our bus. We worked entirely too hard on it. We're not buying another bus.
yeah.
Had delivery.
Ooh, it's busy out there.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. I'm a loser, I know. But yeah, no, I'm sure it's gonna be busy for Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably a good day to be doing what you're doing, Steve. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you're making tacos.
Bowls.
Did you get my bottle of wine?
I didn't go. I just went to a gas station.
No.
Yeah. These small towns are funny because they're just so.
It is. It's different.
It's challenging in a sense because we're so used to having just everything right there, and we just haven't had it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have pictures of it, Eddie. It's actually, I've only seen a couple pictures of it myself.
Is it listed?
I've seen it pop up online on Facebook, but I can't remember where.
No, Stephen Michael. No, we are not buying another bus.
It's an 89 Model 15 45 with 2 slides. It's got a newer renovation, a newer conversion. It sounds pretty good. Well, there's another one of them sad stories. I guess the guy got it built and got it finished, and he passed away recently. So it's another one of them, which I hear a lot of in the bus community, which is really, really sad, But
how do you know when the moon has enough to eat? When it's full. No. I was gonna sneeze. No, we're not buying another bus. It's not happening, but we did find a possible bus for the campground.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still on here or not. Jay, yeah, he's keeps been messaging us a little bit. He's actually basically probably about halfway between where we are in Cosby area, and he has 24103 GMC or GMs. We may go check out.
Those are my favorite. I love the 41.
The silver sides.
Yes.
Yeah, the silver sides are cool. Because we still want to really want to do our idea with the bus B&Bs. And those would make really cool shells. Because one of them's not drivable at the moment, and one needs a lot of work. So we'd be able to pick them up, somewhat inexpensive and have a pretty good base. So.
Which would be really cool because we could get that up and running a lot sooner than we thought with the campground, because we thought that, we were going to be, not putting it on right away. But if we have the bus, we can get to work.
We'll see. I mean, there's so much to do.
Oh, hey, MCI 9's for sale.
Is it converted a motorhome? What is it?
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Because we know a couple people looking right now, so we might be able to turn you on to some people.
Yeah, we do know a couple people that are looking. Beanie's parents are actually looking.
I sneeze at something.
That's funny.
We all know who has control.
I don't have control, but here's the thing with Mr. Bethune here, is he always wants something different than what he has. If it was up to him in the past 7 months of full-time travel, he would have traded the bus in at least 12 times.
I just need multiple buses, I guess.
No.
I do. I always want what I don't have and think I need what I don't have.
So that's the backstory.
Well,
I am slightly controlling, but
driving this thing out west and all was just, I cussed it many times.
But we're getting the turbo fixed, that may help.
Hopefully. I freaking hope so. Because it's going to be just very sad if I don't.
I think that it will. I think that it's gonna give you the boost that you need, and it's
Literally.
gonna be figuratively and literally.
She probably don't know what I'm talking about, but we'll go with it.
The boost, or the mental boost of happiness, right? That's what you're talking about.
Well, turbo, that's what they call the
I know it's a
measure boost. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Like I smell what you're stepping in here. I've been in the bus arena a little while now.
But I was able to get one a little cheaper. The one I was going to have to pay $2,400 for, which had a core of $375. But the one I ended up getting was $1,750, I believe, and then there's a $400 core charge on that. So I did have to pay that up front. But I mean, when I mail it in, I'll be able to get my 400 back. So it'll come around $750, which is great. Which that's quite a bit of savings compared to the other one. But it's actually a brand new one. I don't. Not really sure. He was kind of telling me about it. I don't know why it's brand new, but it's not a remanufactured one. Anyway, be pretty excited to see how. I'm just. It'll probably be a different bus. I believe it. I think it will be.
Well, I mean, I hope so, because I want it to be pleasurable for you to drive and not be so stressful for you to drive. And we're going out west with Project Trek, so we're caravanning out there, and we want to make sure that our bus is in good working order, so that way, people aren't having to wait on us if things break and whatnot.
Well, and another thing is out there is you're so spread out. Everything's so far apart. There's not a lot of mechanic. These. I can work on these old two-strokes, And
that's why we really wanted to get, Scott at Bus Grease Monkey had an opening, and we really wanted to get up here and just get it done and finished. Because we not only found that, but we found a lot of other problems. Not a lot of other problems, but
you're dealing with a 40-year-old bus. There's going to be problems. It's
Yep. It's a full conversion. Oh, cool.
Yes, message me some info on that if you would. I'll pass it on. We got a couple people that are looking, some pictures or whatever information you have on it. I'll definitely pass it along for you.
Yeah, shoot Kyle an email, because we've got a couple people that are looking, and that's awesome. Oh, we love you too.
Yeah, that's a good deal, Dave. Yeah, I probably could have done that, if I had the time to shop and look around. But it's just one of the things. I'm kind of here.
We gotta get it done.
And I don't want to leave, come back. It's just one of them things. I kind of had to take what I could get. I ended up calling a couple places, and one place had one on the shelf and was able to ship it out next day. So that was really the only option I could come up with at the moment. But. Yeah, I didn't know turbos would cost that much. I guess on these old buses they do, because there's just not a lot of them available anymore. Like everything else to do with these buses, they can kind of name the price. But, it is what it is. If it fixes the problem, then it's money well spent.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes your driving easier and the bus, to go easizer, then I think that's
it's just down on horsepower. There's no, like if I'm on any type of incline and I'm trying to pull off, whether that be backing up or going forward, it falls on its face. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
And that's something that needs addressed, and hopefully maybe this will help us out.
I think it will, because if it was anything else, I feel like Scott would have found it and diagnosed it, because we tried a few things before we actually had to take the entire turbo off. But you did have to replace the Heim joints on there because of the shifty mabobber stuff.
And that's the cool thing about Scott is you come in, he gives you two options. You can do most of the work, or they can do most of the work, and he'll kind of just guide you a little bit, and not that way he's not charging you for every second he's sitting there. He really is a good guy, and he's got a great setup here. And I would recommend him to anyone. I don't know that you'll find a much better mechanic or wealth of knowledge when it comes to these old two-strokes.
Well, and with him instructing you how to do it, it makes you understand the bus more, and where things are.
Yes.
And that way, if something else, you can look at it and be like, oh, that's a so-and-so.
Yeah, I think it's a really good way that he does it, because if I remember, and another thing he does, he offers you telework, where you can, if I'm out in California and the stupid thing breaks down, we could get on the phone. And with me having a little bit more knowledge of what I'm actually looking at and looking for, I'll be more apt to be able to find the problem and fix the problem.
Aww, that was one of the best days. I am so happy that we got to meet you.
Yeah, and it very well could be. There's with these, I guess the 6V92, we were told, has a lot of different options as far as different turbos.
Aw, we love some Accordas. How are you guys doing?
Let's text us in the books here.
Not like officially, but yes, going like back out west. We may go like down.
No.
We're not?
No.
Listen, we're getting to Texas at some point. And so you're going to be my first stop.
Not at all in the way to go out west. But
if it's cold.
It's a nice thought.
Anyway,
well,
whatever.
You're not going to go to Kentucky and then drive dead south to Texas.
Listen, Marie, we're getting there one way or another. And you may just have a wake up and have a big...
through there.
Yes, but I didn't get to stop. I didn't get to go to Waco. We drove through Texas in 2 days.
We blew through Texas.
So we'll get back there.
Hey, Granny.
Hey, Granny. We miss you guys too.
I don't know she's talking about us. But...
Oh, yeah. Well, the kids miss you. We miss you too.
Yeah, Scott's a good guy. He really is. He really cares about his people. And him and Tyler know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. So glad I ran across them as a resource for my bus because there's no shortage of fixing stuff on this bus.
For sure. Yes, we're making it to Texas. I promise. I got to go to Waco because I got to go to the silos and do the typical basic girl stuff.
Oh, boy.
With my pumpkin spice. Hi, Tina. How are y'all? Are you guys hunting or are you in Colorado? Or are you guys in Florida? Well, they're gone almost as much as we are. Sometimes more. But yeah, that's our first stop going out west is Kentucky Mammoth Cave National Park. Yeah, we're meeting up with another full-time family that's going to be there, and we're going to camp with them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We really don't know from there. We're kind of I have some ideas of what I want to do, but a lot of it's going to depend on the weather.
Well, we're caravanning with another family, so we've got to kind of hook up. Yeah. They're in Florida, we're up here, so we got to kind of hook up together and then kind of go out west. So there's a few different factors involved in it.
I'm ready to go though. I'm missing the rope and road and some unusual territory.
So how do you feel like you're gonna do being here until the end of March or in the Tennessee area?
Well, I want to get back over to the Smokies because there's for me there's a lot more to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's just more. Yeah. You know, the hiking and the fishing and just all around there's more activities for us to do as a family and for me.
Well, my idea was that we're going to take little week trips around the campground while we're building it to different areas just to get out because I can't sit still now that we're doing this.
But it's the Smokies. I mean, you got you got Cades Cove, you've got hiking, you've got fishing.
Thanks, Paul and Megan. You guys have a great night. Eat your Mexican food. But yeah, you've got a lot of fun stuff to do in the Smokies. So it'll be nice to explore that area for a little bit. And you got Asheville over there. So
outside of Nashville, there's not a lot around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a very beautiful part of the state. It's very the drives and all are gorgeous, but there's not a lot to do.
No, there's not a lot of options, but I think we're going to be heading to 1,000 Trails Park around here. Hopefully we can get that turbo in and see, and then hang out there for a little bit. And we may go up above Nashville to hang out with some other people.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can make some headway with this week. I don't know. Yeah. I really want the campground to get rolling because I'm getting a little anxious in the fact that I don't know that we're going to be able to leave it as soon as we think we are.
But I think once we get that permit, it'll be good. Sending y'all pictures of Newport right now with snow in the mountains.
Really?
I'll miss you guys. I'm about to leave, so I better get bye, Beanie.
Yeah, it hasn't. I don't think they get a ton of snow over here. I was talking to Scott. I guess they've had a couple of light snows here this winter, and but apparently it's supposed to get really cold here in the next couple of days, so there's a chance of a little more. So I guess we'll see.
I love the snow. When snow starts falling.
She's just like a freaking kid, man.
And it falls and the snow lands on your nose. Oh my
I'm just thinking how I can get back inside and get these this wet, cold clothes off.
The smell of snow and it's so fresh and clean and
I mean, actually, I don't like it, but I am getting a little more adapted to it because it doesn't we were out the other night, and I got in the car and it says 35 degrees. I'm like, there's no way it's 35 degrees. That wasn't even that cold.
It's 35
so
degrees.
we're adapting a little bit.
We had a date night. That's what we did. We had a date night.
Yeah, there's a place right up the road. We left the kids.
Half a mile
We were
down the
literally
street.
gone an hour or less. It wasn't very long,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we left, had dinner for a little bit, and then came back. But
you know what's nice is having an older child
yes.
that can watch the other children, so you can actually feel sane for a little bit and have a date night. Like, I'm so glad my tubes are tied. We talked about this, or we were just chatting last night
Somebody
about
you
like,
said was pregnant.
yeah,
and it came up.
Yeah, there's one of the people that I follow on Instagram. They're having their 6th child, and they live in a camper. And I was like, babe, that would be like the worst to have another baby.
If you want to see me come off the road real quick, get pregnant. I can't do that.
We know that we're done. Like, it's nothing against babies.
No, I
love babies as long as they're not mine.
I just after Eli, I just knew that phase of my life was over, and I'm good with that.
Yep.
I'm really good with that.
I'm fine with that. I get a little yeah, that's a bit much.
You guys get some snow.
You guys
up
get
there.
a ton of snow. All right, Beanie, you tell us when you leave.
No,
It wasn't Burns.
it's a nice little place.
It was a catfish restaurant, and they grow their own catfish in their pond out back. So, like, it's super fresh. I didn't have the catfish. I had steak, but the steak was really good.
Yeah, catfish. But yeah, these small towns in Tennessee are so nice. I went to a hardware store yesterday, and I actually bought what I needed, came back to the car in normal Kyle fashion. I was like, crap, I need 3 more of those. So I run back inside. It was fine thread, half-inch nuts. So I grabbed 3, and I walk up to the counter, and I'm asking Lisa, like, I got a 20 or a credit card. And they were like 90 cents. It's just like, I just want you to take them home with you, sweetheart, and just handing them to me and walk out.
But I'm proud of you that you realized before you got back to the bus that you needed those extra 3.
But long story short, Tennessee folks are such nice people. They're just...
Everybody's so sweet and like welcoming and like smiles at you. It's awesome.
It's a neat state.
We really love Tennessee. It feels like a second home for us.
It's a fun place to be, and like I say, the weather's played a little bit on my psyche a little bit, but because in Florida you really can't. There's really no differentiate in this. Not even talking about the temperature. It's sunny most of the time. It's always going to be sunny. Yes, it might be 20 degrees cooler, but it's going to be sunny. Here, it really like changes one day to the next, and
it does.
It's very strange to me.
In Florida, you can still do the same things year round. Like, there's no break in it. The water's a little colder, but you can still do the same things year round. In Tennessee, there's a reason that they're called the seasons, because you could only do things in certain times of the year up here and in other parts of the country. But it's our first experience with that and like seeing it. Oh yeah, we'll be middle of March, we'll still be at the campground. End of March, we're gonna be in Kentucky. Right?
Which is close to Missouri.
Yeah, let's meet up. That would be so cool.
You're both so bad at baseball.
3 stripes and you're out. I'm loving these jokes. These are really, really cute. I can't believe you didn't get my wine.
I should have went because I had that cute puppy there the other day. But...
I know. The puppy was super cute.
It is just so Tennessee. Like, I go into this liquor store, and there's just this puppy wandering around the store, just a dog, like beautiful dog. That would never happen where we're from. It just doesn't. Like the government, like it just wouldn't happen. And, it's so funny.
Where is the campground's
right
in
outside of Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yes, it is like 25 minutes away from Gatlinburg.
Yep, end of March we'll be headed up to Mammoth Cave, Kentucky.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. But like,
you
here's
can come
the
with
thing.
us.
Yeah, you can come on, Steven.
Just go ahead and fill her on up with air and fuel. We might want to start airing her up now, but
but I mean, like, we found our calling. Like, honestly, we did.
Whoa.
Like, our calling as far as where we're supposed to live. Where we're supposed to live is in this bus and traveling the country. Like, I enjoy so much moving from place to place and going and seeing different places.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a lot different than when you're on vacation, because we did this a lot, traveling. Okay, we've got a 4-week window, we can vacation, and we're going to do every single thing we can in 4 weeks. And it's different. It really is. You have to get a little bit of a different mindset. And it took us a while to figure that out,
Because you want to see all the things and do all the things and eat at all the really great restaurants, but you've got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
So we've built a life around traveling, and when you're vacationing, you can just go and you have a budget and you can go crazy and have a great time.
You plan for it. Like where did we, like the Nashville thing the other day, we spent money at the museum. We ate at it was expensive lunch. We had a cupcake, it was an expensive outing, but that was the only one we've done since we've been back on the road and since. So, I mean, it's not something we go and do every single day, because if you do, you're just going to run out of money.
Well, and this has taught us to be much more disciplined, than before. Like, this has taught us to budget and, take advantage of eating at home a lot.
Well, a lot of it is these smaller towns and all. I mean, there's just not as many options to go out and eat. So you kind of just like, well, I'm just going to eat at home. So let's, you save a fortune just eating at home.
My dad stores all of his dad jokes in his database. She's already started. She's already cranking up. Hey, Svea, how's it going?
We prefer the term nomads, but I'm fine.
I'll take gypsy. I'll be a gypsy. I don't care. But nomad, well, I guess gypsy's like a derogatory term.
No, well, gypsy, I don't know.
Blanche Devereaux, fun fact, she actually convinced her sister that Charmaine was a gypsy, and her mama was a gypsy, and she was adopted.
I watched that. I know too much about that show.
It's a Pirates, the Plank. Ha, 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 ha.
All right, Beanie, have a good one.
All right, Beanie.
See you later.
At least when you go to Kentucky, you'll have your... We're not buying a new bus. We are happy in this one. We're not getting another bus.
There's one that when it comes to the market, we will... She has agreed to try to get it. So...
Begrudgingly.
You love that bus.
It's fine. Hi, Tony, all the way from Australia. Molly would love you.
Oh, my God.
She's obsessed with Australia.
Well, she's obsessed with the Norris Nuts, which is a YouTube family.
Yes.
If you want to pull your hair out, go watch it for 20 minutes. I mean, I'm not being that mean. They're sweet. They're cool kids, but it's a kids show, and they're loud, and they do crap.
It just makes my anxiety.
Apparently, she thinks Australia is the greatest place on earth now.
Listen, I like my Eagles. Honestly, I
like them both. I love
my Eagles.
I love the Prevost. They're just so elegant. They're so classy, and they're so just, I don't know, there's something about them.
Which I don't even know why we're talking about it.
When you see them going down the road, it just looks, I don't know.
We're not getting a new bus.
It looks like a yacht on the road.
A yacht on the road. It's a knot.
It's just, they're beautiful.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you very much. Not that my opinion matters. But
if
I love my Eagle.
If an Eagle lover would hit the Powerball or something, they would get that company back running again. There's some guys that are really wanting to get it going again. That would be interesting.
I mean, it was a great company. They had some very cutting edge stuff, like technology that they used in their buses, and that's why they're still on the road. Yeah, well, that's why there's so many of them on the road today.
Yeah, but Prevost is they just own the market. I mean, between Prevost and MCI, it's just not an easy industry to break into anymore. I don't imagine.
Well, then why don't we do this? We'll just buy up all the Eagle buses that you want, and then we'll park them at the campground, and then you can take out whichever one you. No, I love my bus. All right, babe. Well, I think we are gonna wrap it up. Call it a day. We've had an awesome time with you guys. Thanks for hanging out on this Sunday with us before the big game.
Yeah, that's a true one, Craig. Yeah, airbags.
Thank you, Craig.
Now, when an Eagle suspension breaks, you better dig deep because it's not cheap. But
you
they don't wear out like airbags now.
Thank you very much. Hey, Rachel. How's it going?
You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl, wherever you may be and whoever it is you may be rooting from. We'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.